Having sex on the first night does not make you a and does not decrease your chances of a long-term relationship.
All right.
Making a man wait 90 days does not ensure a more prosperous, more fruitful, more friendship-driven relationship.
That's a fact.
Because 91 days, you can be on the block list. Okay?
That's
The only standards I believe you should set for yourself are the ones that you already had before a certain human gets here. I believe you should find your own baseline. I don't think you're allowed to recreate the narrative every time you meet a certain individual.
I totally disagree. I think that having a 90-day rule or a 60-day rule is important. I don't think that when women have a stipulated time for having sex, it is because they believe in longevity. They believe that that relationship will lead to something long term. The purpose of having a 90-day rule is to give yourself time to vet properly and to determine or ascertain if you have similarities in your fundamental values and core principles. It is important that before you share your body with somebody, you get to know a person's mind. You are going to live with a man's thinking pattern. So it is important to observe a man and watch how he thinks and his worldview on important life issues before you share your body with him. Half of the time when you sleep with a man on the first date and the sex is good, it blinds you and you're not able to see all the red flags, especially if you do not share fundamental principles and you do not see the world in the same way. That first date sex blinds you to the reality, especially for women, because sometimes when the sex is good and you really like the guy, you are going to make up excuses when you know that fundamentally you are not compatible and you do not share the same values. The opposites can also be true. You can have sex on the first date and it is bad. Mainly because, there are challenges. People might have anxiety on the first date and might not be able to perform well sexually. And so when you judge a person and the sex is bad, who knows, that person could actually be someone you could build a healthy and a meaningful relationship with. But because you judge them on the first date sex, which did not go well, you would lose out on building a life with somebody that is perhaps amazing and could be good for you. It is also important to mention that sex gets better with time, especially when you get to know the other party really well. And so judging somebody on their very first performance when you don't really know them is not the best. In conclusion, all I'm saying is that a 90-day rule is important, not because women are focused on longevity, but because giving yourself time allows you to vet properly and to determine if you have the same fundamental values with the person. Also, the reverse could be true. You have sex with somebody on the first date and the sex wasn't that good and you judge the person on that, when in actual fact, you could have a meaningful relationship because you fundamentally perhaps share the same values and you could actually build something meaningful. So these are the reasons why I disagree. Ladies, keep your 90-day rule. Make sure you're not sleeping with people on the first date. Get to know a man's mind and thinking pattern before you share your body with a man. My name is Dr. Zita. I am a sociologist. I keep it real. Guess what? Hit the follow button.